Hi everyone, welcome to another Let's Play A Normal Lost Phone. Last time we were looking at the BU forum because the message that Sam was sent on the dating app was to find her picture, which she said that she had erased from her phone, but had posted it on the BU forum. So that's why we're looking at the BU forum. But we also found out what happened with Sam's cousin, which was what I expected. He didn't join a cult. He was gay and kicked out of the house. And so his parents lied about that. So anyway, let's look at this one. There's a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay. This section is all about coming out. If you've done it and want to talk about it, this is the place. If you haven't dared to try yet and you want some encouragement, you've come to the right place too. Hi, this is the first time I've visited this kind of forum, so sorry if this isn't the right place for this post. But I'm completely lost. I don't know what to do. My boyfriend told me he's trans. I don't understand. I really don't understand. How does someone think that? He's always been very masculine. He plays hockey, he has a beard. Where did he get the idea that he's a woman? Not to mention that he's got a penis. He said he's not bothered by his sex, but is going to cut it off? He told me he's sure and that he wants to start being a woman at home. But I don't know. I don't understand. I'm scared. Is he going to start shaving and wearing skirts? It's ridiculous. Did he really just mean to say that he's gay, but doesn't want to admit it? Is he going to leave me for a man? Help. Oh my God. Okay. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Whoa there, calm down. There are a lot of questions in your message, so I'm going to try and answer them the best I can. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you on making the effort to come here and ask your questions. It's the best way to get some constructive answers from people who understand. I know that you feel lost, particularly because this is the first time you've encountered a transgender person. To start off, take a deep breath. It might not all make sense to begin with, but that's normal. It's complicated for most people. To try and explain the concept of being transgender, simply try to remember this. Sex is between the legs, gender between the ears. When we're born, we normally take the gender that matches our sex. Sometimes it matches, and so we're cis. And sometimes it doesn't match, and so we're trans. Which is the case of the person you're with. It's not the kind of thing that happens suddenly. Trans people normally take years to realize that something isn't right, and then a few more years to clearly identify the source of their problem, their gender. Sometimes it takes less time, but it's still not something that happens overnight. And then you have all the difficulties that come with trying to present as your gender, and all your discrimination you face when you start to transition. Being transgender isn't a choice. It's simply realizing who you really are inside. Coming out is a different thing, however. Some people never tell anyone that they are transgender for various reasons. But I'm going off topic. With regard to the fears you have over the sex of the person you're with, being transgender doesn't automatically mean undergoing genital operations. Basically, being trans is how you feel. It's your identity, and it doesn't always have to do with how your body looks, and what you do or don't do to change it. Someone's gender can be different to the one they were assigned at birth, but they will still be comfortable with their sex. Being transgender just means that a person wants to be recognized by others as the gender they identify with, and not the one they were given. So the person you're with has told you that she's comfortable with having a penis. It's not an unusual situation for transgender people. About her wanting to present as a woman at home. No one can really answer that for you. It's different for everyone. Some trans women wear makeup, some don't. Some dress in a very feminine way with dresses and accessories. Others just wear a bra. Sit down together and have a talk about it. And finally, gender is very different from sexual orientation. They're two separate things. I don't know anything about the sexual orientation of the person you're with, but she might be homosexual. She might be like women. No, she might like women. She might be bisexual. Or anything in between. It's something else you need to sit down and talk about. It's normal to feel lost in this kind of situation and to have some problems. Generally, the partners of trans people go through the same stages as grief during their partner's transition. They deny it, become sad, angry. It's perfectly normal. Communication is essential to prevent as many problems as possible in the months or years to come. Good luck with everything. Great answer, Heady Boss 17. It's great to see someone so motivated to give such in-depth answers to others. I'd like to expand on a few points. Not all trans people feel like something isn't right. Sometimes they feel happy with their lives but realize that traditional elements related to the opposite gender make them happier. For example, identifying as the opposite gender in an online game or wearing makeup when it comes to trans women. So not all trans people are necessarily unhappy, thankfully. Sunshine, I'd recommend looking for other groups of people who are in the same situation as you. I know that it helped my friend a lot at the time when I came out. You could try going to your local LGBT center, if there is one. And like Heady Boss 17, I'd like to wish you good luck. It might not always seem that way, but things do get better with time. Flip-flop-flap. If you really love your partner, you need to understand that she's going to need very careful attention and that it's not always going to be easy because beginning a transition can be very exhausting mentally. One way to help might be to start referring to her using her preferred pronouns. As this person has told you they feel like a woman, it would probably be better to talk about her using feminine pronouns. I agree with Flip-Flop-Flap that we need to be careful not to misgender people. Using the right pronouns is the first stage of acceptance. On the other hand, this person might not want you to use feminine pronouns to refer to them. Ideally, you should ask her what she prefers. Thanks, Tessie Star and Heady Boss, for your answers. I admit that I was really worried when I wrote my first post. I think you've really helped me step back and see things more clearly. I'm still worried, though. I'm not a lesbian at all. I've always liked men. After him coming out to me, I thought about it, and I really can't see myself being with a woman. I love my man, but I don't know if I can love him as a woman. That's another big question for the partners of trans people. Unfortunately, no one other than you can answer that one. Maybe you should take some time and wait a while to see them transition and then decide what you want to do in the long haul. If you find you can still love them as a partner, then great, but if that's really not the case, it's not the end of the world. Really, this person is going through a transition so they can feel better about themselves. They're not doing it to make you uncomfortable or make you unhappy. Everyone has their preferences. And if you're straight and it doesn't work for you, there's nothing you can do about it. If that's the case, the best thing to do is separate, and it's no one's fault. Though their transition is going to take a lot of kindness and understanding on your part, don't forget that you have needs too, and you need to look out for your own well-being as well. It's awful not to know, but take the time to think about it. Whatever happens, the right decision is the one that makes you happy, and it'll all work out somehow. In any case, I really hope it all goes well for you, Sunshine. Personally, I wouldn't even dare to come out to my girlfriend, 'cause I'm sure she'd never accept it. I already tried to mention to her once that I was wondering about my sexuality, and that I thought I might be attracted to guys and girls, and she told me that it was impossible, that you either had to be straight or gay, and if I was gay, that it was something that needs fixing. So I think telling her I want her to think of me as a girl isn't even worth the effort. Wow, okay. So, um, yeah, she definitely didn't react well to hinting. So, I'm sorry that I read the situation wrong, but yeah. I guess I just read the situation wrong. Well, I hadn't seen all the other information, so how was I supposed to know? Anyway, well, the way your girlfriend thinks is shit. Of course, you can be bisexual and like guys and girls at the same time, or even non-binary people. And thinking that being gay is something that needs to be fixed? Seriously? Why on earth are you with her? She's got plenty of good qualities apart from that. Yeah, but still, how can you be with someone who can't accept you for who you are? It's complicated. I prefer not to talk about it here. Okay, sorry, I won't push anymore. I don't understand. What's the difference between bi and trans? What? Oh my gosh. I repeat, gender is very different from sexual orientation. Gender is what you are. Sexual orientation is what you're attracted to. You might be trans and be attracted to men or women or both or none. Being trans has nothing to do with sexual orientation. It's like saying I'm trans, so I must like cupcakes. It's just silly. Everyone has preferences. There are people who aren't trans who like cupcakes, trans people who don't like cupcakes, and vice versa. Who doesn't like cupcakes? Hi everyone. I finally worked up the courage to post after lurking on here for the last few weeks. Let me introduce myself. I'm Nee, and I'm 15, and I love cupcakes. I'm posting here because, well, I don't like being a boy. Frowny face. Nope, that's not right. I don't feel like a boy. I don't really know what I am, but I know that calling myself a guy makes me feel weird. I know the word trans because of something I read that explained what LGBT means, but I'm still a bit lost. To be trans, do I have to transition and be a girl and become a girl completely? Because while I don't feel comfortable being a boy, I also don't feel happy telling myself that I could be a girl either. Help? Oh, finally, a post I feel like I can answer. First of all, hiya, pleased to meet you. Well done for working up the courage to post here. And don't worry about it. Some people lurk for months. You only took a few weeks. Smiley face. In fact, you really remind me of myself. I was born with a vagina, but I don't feel like a girl. And I don't feel like a boy either. I'm sort of in between. Something we generally call non-binary. So I'm not a man or a woman, but something between the two. I don't have a problem with someone mistaking me for a girl on the street, and most of my friends use feminine pronouns. But some days I dress very masculine, with a binder to hide my breasts, and sometimes even a false beard. And I use masculine pronouns. It depends on how I feel on that day. I'm not a woman. I'm not a man. In the end, I'm just me. So maybe that's what you're feeling? If that's the case, then welcome to the club. Ah, it's cute to see Captain Cupcake so excited. I think I've got a few things to add to your response. Gender isn't some kind of switch with boy on one side and girl on the other. Even me, as a trans man using hormones and going through a mastectomy operation to remove breasts, I don't feel 100% a man. I'm close, and I identify as one and present myself as a man, but not 100%. That's all. Smiley face. There's no good or bad way to be trans. It's all about finding your comfort zone, both for the gender you identify with and the gender you present to others. You might feel very feminine, but present as a man and use he in your daily life. It's all about what you're comfortable with. So, Nee, you're probably not 100% a man, but it doesn't mean you have to be 100% a woman either. And even if you are 100% woman, you don't have to take hormones or have an operation if you don't want to. Take your time, explore your gender and your identity, and see where it takes you. If in the end you realize that your identity is non-binary, cool. You can talk about it with people here, like Captain Catcake. Winky face. If you realize that you're more female, that's cool too. You can also talk about it with people here. Smiley face. Do you have any other questions? Wow, I didn't think I'd get such good answers so quickly. Thank you both. You're great. I still feel lost, but it's reassuring to know I'm not alone. So now I'd like to ask something else. I think I want to explore my more feminine side, but I have no idea how to do it. Any suggestions? I want to start off small. I'm not exactly going to go out in a dress and heels tomorrow or anything. I don't have any in any case. I don't think you need to look far for that. If you have friends who are open to it, or if you have a mom or sister and you're able to borrow their stuff quietly enough for them not to notice, you could ask them if you can borrow nail polish or makeup, for example. You can wear it for a few hours or a day or even all weekend and see how you feel. After that, I guess you could try wearing some feminine clothes. That's about as far as my ideas go for now. Does anyone else have any suggestions? A push-up bra or a wig? Anyway, it's got nothing to do with that, but since we're in the coming out section, I wanted to tell you what happened to me. Yesterday I had some really bad news, and I really needed to talk to someone. I went to see my best friend, A, who I've always presented myself to as a girl, and who has no idea I'm a trans lady. I told her my story. She really listened, and then I finished off by telling her that I'm trans. I was expecting some awful reaction, but she was super understanding and really cool about it. It made me so happy. I'm still on a high. Smiley face. So I've made a big decision. It's my birthday at the end of the month, and we're throwing a big party to celebrate my 18th. All my family is going to be there, and I think I'm going to take the chance and announce my news to everyone. Oh boy. But wait, her dad texted her to see where she went. I was thinking maybe her coming out to her family made something bad happen, but her dad was texting her to see where she went. Anyway, A will be there too, so I'll have someone to support me. But A doesn't go. Wow, that's really brave, Sam Thing. Maybe a bit too brave? Don't you think it might be better to tell them one at a time, when it feels right, rather than putting yourself under a huge amount of pressure like that? It might put a downer on your birthday party. Okay, I admit, I'm saying this right now because I'm caught up in the moment. I'll wait and see. Sorry for this annoying message, but do you have any advice to help me come out to my friends and family? There are no annoying questions. I would say that you can also ask a professional for advice if you think you really need it. It can be useful to get support in cases like that. If you don't want to do that, some people recommend starting by writing down the key words and phrases that sound good. Some people come out with a letter, email because they feel more at ease that way. Others do it directly for people close to them. It depends on how you feel, I guess. For people close to you, immediate family, I think it would probably be best to do it one by one or group by group, like both parents together if possible. It depends a lot on you, the people around you, and what seems easiest for you. And it won't be easy, but try to stay open to the questions that people will ask, even if you find it hard. Thanks. I think the first thing I'll do is get it all written down. Hey, Sam thing, it's your birthday soon, isn't it? Good luck for your coming out. Oh, wait up a sec. Really? Why? Go take a look at what I posted in the rant section and you'll understand. Oh yeah, I see. Good luck anyway. Oh, so that's where she posted this. Wow. Okay, so maybe she didn't end up actually coming out. Okay guys, I'm gonna cut this video short because So with that, I'm gonna wrap up this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram to stay informed with what I'm up to. Also, go check out my other content. I have lots of content on my channel. And thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.